Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe and this is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 178 of the Level Up program, day number 19 of the Brown Belt. If you're new to the Level Up program, this is all about learning how to shoot the dice and practice a trend-based betting system. If you're playing along with Crapsee, and we're going to try to do Crapsee today, the code is Z5G2M3, and hopefully we continue on today with no problems. Yesterday we had massive problems with Crapsee. We also had massive problems with the live stream. I believe it was a YouTube situation connecting to my computer, but we'll see how it goes today, and hopefully it works out. And in the chat we have JR, so make sure that as you're joining, guys, that you do say hi in the chat, so that way we know who's present and we can all have a good conversation, hopefully going forward. Let's engage KPI row tracker. And today we're going to be shooting from stick right 1. We're going to be using our Uri grip, and we're going to be tossing underhanded. So let's get started in Crapsee here. We're going to start with a $25 place bet. Our pass line bet, I'm sorry. And we're going to go with a $5 craps check. We're going to go the 555 on the ATS. And I know that Jeff had problems yesterday with Crapsee as well. So he did not even attempt to do Crapsee in his show, I believe. So anyhow, let's go all bets set here, guys, and let's get her going. Yesterday we had 3 shooters. 2 of them were decent. One was almost a 0.7 out. Day before we did really crappy, but the several days prior to the day before yesterday, we did really well. So the dice crossed right as they came out, but we have a 4-1-5, so that would be a 4 for the left die and a 1 for the right die. So let's mark that in KPI there, and it came across good. And we're going to do our rhythm rolling style of throwing today. We're not going to do George from CY Matrix at all. So what we do is let's get Crapsee set up first. So 5 is our point. We're going to go with a 220 inside bet level. So that is going to be $50 on that 9. And that's going to be $60 on the 6 and 8. We're going to go $35 on the pass line odds. So for our rhythm rolling, what we're going to do is we're going to take that 4-1-5. We're going to roll it towards so it faces us. We're going to put the 4 on the inside on the right die. We're going to put the 1 on the inside on the left die. Top will look like the Old Bay bushel. The bottom will look like a 2V set. So if we do this correctly, we're going to be alternating between the 3V, 2V, and cross 6s depending on how the dice land for us. So let's go all bets set. There's only 2 people in Crapsee, only 2 people watching us on YouTube, or 3 people on YouTube. So hopefully the day will pick up as we go. I know yesterday we did not have a lot of viewers because of the mess ups that we had. And the dice kissed when they landed. We got a 3-4-7, ouch. So that was a fast 7. And that was definitely a loser on our bets. So that is kind of unusual from this shooting position. I usually have been getting some decent rolls in this shooting position. So hopefully that was just a fluke and that we do turn things around a little bit as we go. Good morning, Navaldo. So again, we're going to start off with a $25 pass line bet. We're going to go with a $5 craps check, 555 on an ATS. And whenever we get a 7 on top, we always start over with a 3-2-3-6. We start over right in the beginning of the 3V dice set. If the 3V does not work for us, we'll probably switch over to that hardway set. Good morning, Marble Fork. We'll call that all bets set here and dice out. Again, we're using that Uri grip. We're at stick right 1. Between stick right 1 and stick right 2, somewhere in that area. And we're going to go throw into the hook of the table, and we're going to go underhanded. And we have a 3, 5, 8. That would be 8 came easy, so 8 will be our new point. And again, we are going to go with that 220 inside bet level. So let's mark it up as a 3, 5, 8. And let's see if we can go turbo speed. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just made a mistake there, guys. And I got to get my screen smaller now. And this takes forever. There we go. Okay, let's go to turbo mode if we can. There we go. And again, like I said, we're going to go 220 inside bet level. So that's going to be $50 on the 5 and 9, $60 on that 6. We're going to go $35 in odds. And our rhythm rolling set, we roll the 3 and a 5 towards us. The 3 is going to be inside of the right die. The 5 is going to be on the inside of the left die. So we have magic aces on top. We have cross 6s on the bottom. And we'll call that all bet set. And dice out. So my stance is so that, like I said, we're shooting from stick right 1. My left foot is forward. My left hand is braced on a table. We're using the Euro grip. We're going to do an underhanded grip, but we're shooting towards the hook of the table. And I'm more or less kind of pushing the dice. They crossed again, but we have a 3-1-4 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So 3-1-4 this time. That does nothing for our box number bets, but that does help us with that ATS. So we have a 3-1-4. And again, for the rhythm rolling, we're going to roll the dice towards us. So the 3's on this side, the 1's on this side. We're going to make the inside look like a 3 here. We'll make the inside look like a 1. So now the 2V set is on the top of the dice. We have the Old Bay Bushel on the bottom of the dice. And we'll call it all bet set here. And we got dice out. And we have a 6-2 Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. And that goes for all the channels that you like. Make sure you go and support them. Make sure you give them a thumbs up. Make sure you give them likes. So we have a 6-2-8. And that was our point. So we're going to be coming out with it for looking for a new point here. We're going to drop that pass line bet down to $15. Again, the pass line is set up for me, so it helps cover that ATS bet, plus any inside bets if we do have it set that way. So we have 6 people watching on YouTube currently. We have still 2 people in Crapsee. Crapsee appears to be working for me. Again, I'm using the web version. I'm not using Android or nothing. So 6-2, we're going to roll that towards us. 6 on the inside, 2 on the inside. So we got 3V set on the bottom of the dice. And we'll call this all bet set. So hopefully Crapsee starts working good and they get all the updates completed soon, because I'll tell you what, it is nice having people come and play Crapsee along as I throw the dice here. Dice out. We hit the mixing bowl a little bit too hard, guys, a little bit too hard on the side, and it rolled around, guys, and we finish out with a 6-1-7. Ouch again. So not good. That was, in my opinion, that was a mechanical flaw. Not so much on how I threw the dice, but where the dice landed at the other side of the table. So I need to be very careful on where those dice land. Either they need to land straight in the mixing bowl so they come off, or slightly on the back wall there. So we lost a little bit of money, not as much as that first shooter. We brought in $62, but we lost $175 off of that. Wait, no, we didn't. I'm sorry, that was a come out 7, guys. Silly me, silly me. So 3-2, 3-6. So that makes me a little bit happy. My flaw, I guess, did help a little bit there. So we're going to go back up on that ATS bet. We're going to go with a $3 craps check. So there we go. That makes me feel a little bit better. That was a come out. So we did not lose our money yet on that. Still on shooter number 2. And let's work on that landing zone. Dice out. And I did it again, guys, but we got a better result this time. But I still hit that side wall. I don't want it to go over that far. We have a 5-6 mid-mo yo. Thoughts and prayers are for Chiro and Chiro's family and daughter. So 5-6, that's a come out pass line winner this time. So they were both actually pass line come out winners with the 7 and then the 11. So again, we're going to go back up with that craps check of $3. And we've brought $74 back to the racket. Our box numbers are still turned off. We have a 5-6. We're going to roll that towards us. We're going to go 5 on the inside, 6 on the inside. So we have 4s on tops, 3V in the bottom. And if you guys are watching along, make sure that you do say hi in the chat. And let me just double check once because my chats are not coming across the way they should be. I'm guessing that I don't have them all listed the way they need to be. So it is on live chat, so nobody's chatting. Everybody's kind of quiet today. So, okay, dice out. Let's go all bets set first on Crapsee, and then we'll go bets out. Dice out. Dice crossed when they landed, but we have a 3-6 9. That would be the center field 9. So let's go 3 on the left. There we go. And then 6 on the right. And that would be our second hit that we're looking for. Actually, no, that was a point that we set. So we have that point set now. So we're going to move that $50 that's on a 9 over to the 8, and we're going to make it look like $60. And actually, no, we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go with the 154 inside bet level. Since we had the first one was a hit, even though it was a pass line, we had that pass line odds, so that helped cover everything. So we are going to go with $25 in pass line odds. We've got $35 on a 5. We got 42 on that 6 and 8. We're going to roll the dice towards us. The inside looks like a 3. The other inside looks like a 6. So we have 5s on top, 2V in the bottom. And we'll go all bets set and dice out. And we have an ace deuce. That would be the Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to help us with that ATS bet. So you got 1, 2, 3. We're going to stay with our bets the same as what they were. So we're going to roll that ace and the deuce towards us. The ace is going to be on the inside. We'll put the deuce on the inside. So we have 3V in top this time. And we're going to go kind of faster a little bit here, guys. We got all bets set and dice out. My roll count has not been very high the last few days because I've been trying to do the Crapsee on the computer and a whole bunch of other host of things that are slowing me down a little bit. Whoa, that was terrible. And the dice crossed as they landed. That was a terrible throw, but we have a 2, 5, 7 Bruce. So that is a 7-0. Do not become shark bait. Navaldo, in my opinion, I mean, Devaldo's asking if he said he's studying my toss, and he asked me if I'm letting the dice roll off my fingertips. He thought he heard me say that I'm pushing the dice rather than rolling them. That's a good question. In my opinion, it's kind of a combination of both. I did say that I'm kind of pushing them. In other words, what I'm doing is when I have the Yuri grip here, when I throw the dice, my wrist is going to stay straight. And now whether they roll off my fingers as they come off, there might be a slight roll to them, but I'm trying to keep my wrist as straight as possible. So that way, and the reason I'm doing that is so that way I'm not twisting the dice when they fly through the air. So I have a feeling if I was to throw them so they would roll, my wrist would start twisting, and that would throw the landing of the dice off when they come down on a table. Whereas if I throw it without bending that wrist, I'm keeping the wrist like this as I'm letting go. It's going to hopefully keep them so they're square to the table when they come down. Now, whether that's happening, I'm not exactly sure. Let's enter in Crapsee. I forgot to do that. 257. So I guess that's just something over time that we're going to be able to do. Good morning, Jeff. We'll be able to figure out and make it more comfortable. This dice setup, and remember, guys, this is only the 4th or 5th time I've thrown from stick right 1. And using this underhanded grip, and I actually am starting to feel semi-comfortable with it. It's obviously not as comfortable as my normal grip, but we're going to start off here with the new shooter, guys. $25 pass line bet, $5 craps at 555 on the ATS. We had one medium roll, we had one very short roll, and that medium roll really did not have many quality points associated with it. So let's go all bet set here. We have 8 people watching on YouTube currently. Still only 2 people on Crapsee. And Jeff, I'm on the web version of Crapsee, and so far I do not seem to have any problems. So we'll go dice out. And again, I pushed them towards the center of the table, and I'm trying to get them over here, and they both land over here. But we have a 2-3-5. That would be the 2-3 Justice for Justice Jen. So 5 will be our new point. And we got to get a little bit further into our roll here so we can actually start making some money off of these bets. Down a couple $100 so far. We're going to go with 220 inside. And that's going to be $50 on a 9, 60 on a 6 and 8. We're going to go $35 pass line odds. And we're going to call that all bets set. We're going to roll the 2 and 3 towards us. So the inside looks like a 2. The inside looks like a 3. That's magic aces on top, cross 6s on the bottom. And dice out. Dice crossed as they landed, but we have a 4, 6, 10. That would be Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So again, that does nothing for our box number bets because we are not on that 4 or on the 4 or 10. So we're going to keep our bets the same. So Jeff says he's not heard anything from Crapsee, but he's hoping that everything will be good for his show coming up in a couple hours here. So we're going to roll the 4 and a 6 towards us, 4 on the inside, 6 on the inside. So we got 2V on the top side here. And we're going to call that all bet set. We'll go dice out. We're up to 3 people on Crapsee now. And slowly gaining viewers on YouTube. It's been a slow 2 days for me. And we have a 6-2 Duracell 8. Again, go out and support free live craps. So that'll be our first box hit for this shooter. And that's going to allow us to come down to the 154 inside bet level. We've brought back $65 to the rack so far with this shooter, so we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go back up to 154 inside. So that's going to be 35 on that 9. It's going to be 42 on the 6 and 8. We're going to go with $15 in pass line odds. Good morning, Alfredo. I am doing Crapsee. I'm using the web version. So far, I've not had any problems. Yesterday, and knock on table wood here, guys. Yesterday, I had no problems, and all of a sudden, it just froze me out just like that. So, I mean, hopefully that does not happen again today. So, we're going to roll the 6 and 2 towards us. So we'll go 6 on the inside, 2 on the inside. So, there are 3 V's going to be on the bottom. If we got 4s on top, the square pair on top, and dice out. Again, we're using that rhythm rolling way of setting the dice today. So, we're sticking with the 3V, 2V, or cross 6 is set. And the dice landed, and then they crossed after they bounced on top of each other. But we got the 4, 2, 6. It'd be the 2x4. So 6 is starting to become our early hot number. And this is the first time, guys, that we got through our reduction in bets. So we're finally playing for free now. We're playing, give me 1 second here. We'll bring our bets down. We'll see where we're at exactly. So we have 114 brought back to the rack. We're going to go to the 66 inside bet level. That's $91 on the table. Let's put $15 in place, a 10 place bet, and a $15 4 place bet. So now we've got 114 brought back to the rack, 121 on the table currently. Again, we're going to roll the 4 and 2 towards us. We'll go 4 on the inside. We'll go 2 on the inside. So that's going to be cross 6s on the bottom, magic aces on top. And all bets set. And I changed my progressions around a little bit now, and I'll kind of talk you guys through it as we go forward here. Dice crossing, and they came back to make themselves right. And we have the double degen, the 3-3 hard 6. So that is another 6 that we've thrown. So that's only 2 6s. Oh, the 8s were hot. I was thinking it was the 6s before for some reason, but we got another 6. So that's going to allow us to go to $30 on that 6. So we're going from 18 to 30. So we're going to have to drop in a couple dollars to get to that level. And we will call that all bets set as soon as we get our dice set. Remember, the hard ways now, what we're going to do is we're going to keep those on the top there. And we're going to make sure that the left and the right numbers are the same on the inside. So we have a 6 on the inside, a 5 on the inside, and that's going to be all set. So we have a 3V on top this time, and square pair on the bottom. We'll go all bets set, and dice out. And we've got a 2-5 Bruce. 5 to Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So relatively short rolls today, guys. Let's do this one. So let's switch over to that hard way set once and see what happens with that. Good morning, Clay. So we got a 2-5 Bruce. So we got back almost to that break even. We did get back to the break even point there before we $7. So we made actually a profit of $2 there. So we're gonna switch over to that pass line, our hardway set. We're gonna go $25 pass line, 555 on ATS, $5 craps check. We'll go 5454. We'll see what happens with this now. And we'll just stick with the hardway set throughout. Good morning, Frida. The 5-2 shot looked great. It looked nice. It looked nice, but it didn't come down good. So we got all bets set here. And let's go dice out. We shooter number 4. And we have a 1, 3, 4. That would be the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that is one die off access. Remember, the hard way set of a 1 or a 6 shows up, that means your die went off access. So just kind of keeping mental notes right now. We're going to keep the same dice set no matter what. Just kind of keeping mental notes to see what happens. If we see certain trends or patterns happening, then we'll change the dice set around. So we're going to go 220 inside. No pass line odds this time because the 4 is the point. So 5, 4, 5, 4. So Alfredo said that last night he used a new set of dice. He realized that he hasn't opened a new one for a while. I just changed my dice out probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, whenever I got the new Craps Nation dice. And I'm going to be doing that probably once a month, once every 2 months, switching them out to new dice. Right now the corners are pretty sharp. And they should stay sharp for a while here with the way that I throw the dice net. And let's go all bets set here, guys. Dice out. So, and that is something that, you should probably get on some kind of pattern with is changing the dice out if you can afford to do so on a regular basis. And we got a 6, 3, 9. That would be the center field 9. So I got 2 sets of Craps Nation dice, so there'd be 2 sets of 5. So that's going to allow me several months here to be changing them out. Good morning to SJ. 6, 3. And Clay says, remember this, Alfredo, in live casino, you're using sharp dice most of the time. Not always, Clay. My home casino, I don't think they changed them out nearly as regular as they should. A lot of times they're actually rounded or scratched all up by the time I get there. I think they maybe do 1 set a day there versus some of the bigger casinos, I think, do 1 each shift change. So every casino is slightly different on that. So we're going to roll the 6, 3 towards us. We're going to go 6 on the inside. We're going to go 3 on the inside. So that's a 2V set on top. That was a 9 that we hit. So we got some money brought back. We're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go to 154 inside bet level. And we're going to go all bets set and dice out. And we have a 1, 2, 3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. The right die landed first, and the left one followed up right behind it. And once they hit the wall, they bounced off to their respective positions. So it's a 1, 2, 3. That does nothing for our bets other than the ATS. So last night, Alfredo had his Alex Kim interview. Make sure you checked it out on Texas Crap Shooters YouTube channel. Jeff went live for his mid-show yesterday. I believe he has one more show today, and then tomorrow is going to be kind of his finale before he starts his D8 show again. Jacob from Wager Me, this went live yesterday while John was going, before John went live, it was between my show and John's show. And he had a little falling out with one of his chat members, so make sure you check that out. Oops, we gotta set our dice here. We're gonna roll the ace towards us, so 1 on the inside, 2 on the inside, so we got 3V on top here. I know I said I was going with the hard way set, but we switched over back to the 3V for some reason. I don't know why, just I guess not thinking straight here. And probably a bad choice to do that because we got the 5-2 Bruce. Should have stuck with the hard way set like I said I was gonna. So that is my mistake. This time we will stick with the hard way set all the way through and see what happens. I did not lock you guys out in Crapsee, so hopefully everybody is doing fine. Yeah, so my casino does. I think they do it like once a day in the beginning of the beginning of the day. I think because it's one table. They don't have a ton of people coming through. Clay says that each shift is changed up by him, and I believe that's in AC, Atlantic City, where he goes. Alfredo saying the Orleans in Vegas does it 3 times a day. So, and we got the 5-2 Bruce Master just joined the chat. Good morning, Nemo. So that obviously is after Nemo, the 5-2 Bruce. Yeah, you need to stop coming when the 5-2 Bruce shows up. You are 100% accurate in that, Nemo. So, but you are always welcome to come watch the show. So let's stick with the hardware set. $25 pass line bet, 555 in the ATS, $5 craps check. We have 3 people still in Crapsee. We have 12 people watching on YouTube. And 5454, and that's what we are sticking with for this complete shooter here, guys. We have some very short rolls today. Yesterday we had a decent roll. The day before that was a bad day, and then we had several days of good shooters before that day. So, dice out. And the left one left a little bit late, guys. The right one went lower, the left one went higher. We have a 3-2-5. That would be the Justice 5 for Justice Jen. So we got 3-2. And how I came up with the Justice 5 is because I always think of Hawaii 5-0, you know, the cops. Hawaii 5-0, 5-0. And we got Jen, who is Justice. So I put the 2 together, and that's how we came up with the 5-2 Justice. Or 3-2 Justice for Justice Jen. And let's go 220 inside again. I am slowly bleeding myself down on my bets here. But that's all right. That's going to be $60 on the 6 and 8. We got 50 on that 9. We're going to go 35 and pass line odds. And I'll bet set. 5-4, 5-4. Dice out. That one almost hit my camera. It kind of arced a little bit high. They crossed when they landed, but we have a 3-6-9 center field 9. So that will be hit number 1 for us. So we'll be able to bring our bets down to 154 inside level. Yeah, I thought Crapsee was going to freeze up on me for a second there. So go 154 inside bet level. That's going to allow us to go to $10, $15 in pass line odds. 42 on the 6 and 8. We got 35 on that 9. We're going to go 5-4-5-4 for the hardware set. And we're going to go all bet set. So Alfredo says it was a fairly frisky conversation. That it was. I will say this about Jacob from Wager Me This. Jacob does not talk shit about anybody unless somebody starts it with him, and then once they start with him, he does not back down. I've seen this before in the past with him. And we got the 2-6-8, 2x4. I don't like the location of that landing. They hit the mixing bowl a little bit short, and then they rolled all the way around. But Jacob does not hold any punches if anybody starts anything with him. He does not seem to start anything with people, but one person sneezes wrong, he definitely pulls it out on them. So we're going to bring our bets down on 66 inside bet level. We'll pick up the 4 and 10 for 15 apiece. So we have got 114 brought back to the rack, 121 on the table. 5-4-5-4. And we'll go all bet set. Face out. And we got a 235. That would be the Justice 5, Justice Gen. And that would also be our point. So we're going to be coming out again, looking for a new point. We'll bring our pass line down to $15. We'll go with a $3 craps check. And we are now in a profit for the shooter 139, brought back to the rack 114 on a table. But keep in mind, all of our box numbers are turned off during the come out. 5454. And all bets set. And we have a 5-2 Bruce for a come out. And that was not a good throw, guys. It kind of veered off to the center here. My wrist must have been twisted because as soon as it hit here, they both rolled over. So that means that my wrist was twisted to the left slightly. And what I'm finding is, and I'm not using this as an excuse, but it kind of is, there's two things that I'm trying to avoid when I'm throwing a dice here. One is my camera stand is right in line with my throw almost, so I have to just clear it. And then my other camera, this camera right here, is my dice are coming about an inch or two below it. So I'm kind of have some obstacles to kind of throw around here. It's different obstacles than what the landmines are on the table. So again, not an excuse, but it is something that I do have to consider. Again, we're going to go with that $15 pass line. Crapsee just did not take my craps check away, and it did not take my my ATS away. So just if anybody is watching, Chuck or anybody on his team, that just happened on my roll, and this is roll number, shoot, I don't know what roll this is. Roll number 5 of shooter whatever, shooter 58, roll number 5 that was. So Crapsee did not work appropriately, but we're gonna go all bets set here. And everything is still same, I guess. 5454. And dice out. And we have a 6-4-10. That would be Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So we're on to 10 now. It's one die off access. And we got Jen that showed up. Jen, we have a dice call for you now. I started announcing it yesterday. It's called the 235 Justice for Justice Jen. So we're going to take that $15 off the 10. We're going to put that over onto the 5. And we're all set, ready to go. 135 brought back to the rack, 111 on the table. And we're going with a hard way set. So at least my Crapsee's allowing people in. So that's good that that's working there. And all bet set. I am on a different side here, Alfredo. Because my camera's set up, I'm trying to shoot from stick right 1 today. That's why I'm on the opposite side of the table here. And my cameras are a little bit different as well because of that. Dice out. And the dice cross, guys, as they came down, and that is a 5-2 Bruce. So that 5-2 is a very dominant number today. That was a 5-2, not an ace deuce there, guys. 5-2 Bruce. 7-0. Shark bait. Oh my God. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So that 7 did clear everything on Crapsee this time, whereas that last 7 did not clear out during that come out. So interesting. You get promoted to the majors. Jen, my goal is to come up with different dice sets for different people, both creators and supporters of the craps community. And you are definitely a supporter of the craps community. Let's do this one. So let's go to my dice set that I normally don't use on, I haven't used for a while on video here, but when I do go to the casino and I throw stick left one with my Yuri grip, I use this dice set all the time. It's called a 3246 dice set, which is essentially a 3V, but it's an opposite 3V what I normally do, because I normally do the 3236, but if you rotate it around, it'll be a 3231, and we're just gonna double pitch it. So we got a 3246. Let's try this one to see how that works with this throw. This is one that normally works well for me when I'm doing my normal throw. $25 pass line bet, 555 ATS, $3 craps check. And I'll bet set. No, I think that 6-1 belongs to John for some reason. I don't know. I just thought 3-2-5, so 5 like 5-0 Hawaii 5-0. Didn't they say the 5-0 po the police and justice police? I don't know. I kind of put things together there. So, but I think 6-1 should be John, shouldn't it be? At least it was at one time. I just have never called that out. So 3246 dice out. This is our new shooter. And we have a 3-2 Justice for Justice Jen. There we go. So we got a 3-2, point is 5. And we're going to go 220 inside. I thought, Alfredo, about, I don't know, about 6 months ago, we were all teasing John about having the 6-1, 6-1 dice set, because he always seems to kill all the strategies with his 7 outs. So he was saying what dice set should he have, and we were going to give him the 6-1, I thought. So I don't know. Who knows? 3-2-4-6 is our dice set right now, and we'll go all bet set. And we got dice off. And we have a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. Actually, that is a 3-1 because that left one is the 3. The right one is the 1. So we got 3, 1, submit. Like, unfortunately, John is a 7 magnet at times, and that he can be. But I think I am as well, so maybe I should take the 7 up as my number. But we're going to call that all bets set. We're going to go 3-2-3-4-6 for our dice set. And dice out. And they crossed again, guys, and that's where we're going to end the show today. I think we got a 5-2 Bruce again. That 5-2 Bruce just keeps on coming back no matter what I do, no matter what set I'm using. It is a dominant number today, and it is killing my bankroll today as well. So we're down quite a bit of money today, probably about $400 we lost, $400 or $500 we lost on our throws. Let's go over to our statistics here, guys, and see where we're at. We had 6 shooters today. 7 was giving us the big old finger right up the center. The 5 was the next most prominent number. We had a 5.0 SLR today, 3.8 SLR today, or SRR. 2 come out 7s. All of our numbers were low except for the come out 7s were high. Everything else was low. Definitely a dark side play today. That's why I say to work to come out, Alfredo. I think it's the opposite, buddy. That's why you say not to work to come out. Let's go over here, guys. Let's look at this really quick before we get going. And this is my dice results up through the end of yesterday. All the different sessions from 5 through 18. And we have an SOR so far in the brown belt level of a 10.78. We have an SRR of a 8.29. And that is through 501 throws so far. So numbers are not too bad. Yesterday, or today, and the day before yesterday was the low points, I guess, that brought the averages down a little bit. Let's check the chats really quick here. Consistent with the 7 at least, easy to hop. I guess that's one way of looking at it. If 4-3 is big AZ, I do not know, Nemo, if that is it. But anyhow, hey guys, thanks for joining in today. And I hope you guys do come back tomorrow. Make sure you give me that thumbs up on your way out. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a